Hello, everybody. I just got a notification from myself that I just went live. What? Why is my music going again? Hang on. It's because there we go. Because I didn't mute myself. Oh my goodness. Okay, got it. Hey, Coffee Bean 65. What's up, Coffee Bean? Hi, Linda. Whew. It's been about 3 weeks. I feel like I'm at confession. It's been about 3 weeks since my last confession. It's been about 3 weeks since my last live video. Yeah, it's been hot down here and everywhere in my house. I live in New York. Hi, how's everybody doing? We have a big challenge coming up on Monday, starting Monday, a 6-day challenge to help you work on the new viral blanket and the matching lovey that Courtney Shepherd made for us. Isn't it just adorable? It's so cute. It's her first pattern, and we are just so excited to see one of our own just take off so wonderfully with her first pattern in her Etsy store. So please be sure to visit Courtney's. Hey, Linda, it's Linda. Um, please be sure to visit her Etsy store, or hey, Anna, or yeah, and we have all that you need, 3 patterns to make the blanket and the lovey, and we bundled them together because if you use the actual Stylecraft Special DK, 2 balls of each for your blanket, you will have so much left over. 1 ball of each is not quite enough to do it. 2 balls of each is plenty, and you have plenty to do the lovey. And then some. You want to do a little hat, or I'm working on a baby sweater to match. And I'm working on lots of things to match this blanket right now and out of the stitches. So yeah, we have those 3 all bundled together. So in order to make Courtney's lovey, you'll need my star blanket pattern, which you can get for free off of my site, or you can purchase the ad-free PDF bundle of all 3 of our patterns. Is like, I think it's $6.95 or I don't remember, $7.50 maybe. And then once you go through checkout, you can add on the other 2 star blanket patterns for $5. So it's a pretty good bundle, actually. You can only purchase Courtney's pattern. You cannot get it for free. But my patterns, you can work for free off of my website if you want to. You don't have to buy anything. Whew. The #1 question in the 6-Day Kid Blanket group right now is, where's the video for the swatch with the straight start? And the answer is, there kind of is one. There really isn't one. But a few months ago when we did the pocket shawls, I did the whole pocket shawl pocket on a live, and that basically, the pocket shawl pocket is the same as a straight start and squared off swatch. So I posted that video for you all, but I'm going to do it again right now while I chat with you guys. How does that sound? Let's see. So I have you on YouTube. If you want to chat with me on YouTube, I'm watching that. And I have comments that come up on my streaming software that I use. I have a comment bot, or whatever they're called. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like if I say bot, that makes it sound like I know what I'm doing, and I don't. I don't even know what bots are. But yeah, if you're commenting from Facebook from one of the groups, it only shows me Facebook user. It doesn't show me your name. So if you're watching in one of the Facebook groups and you want to comment, just say who you are so I know. If you're on my Facebook page, it shows me your name because that's public. So are you ready to get started? Let's swatch along. I won't talk a lot this time. Oh, I mean, we all know I'm going to talk a lot. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. Online. Oh, it's not going into the blanket group. It's on YouTube and it's on Facebook, but it's not on the blanket group. Let me try turning it off and turning it back on and see if that works. It says sending data, but it's not. I wonder why. Am I? Um, okay, it doesn't matter. I'll just share it over there later. And probably we won't have as many people joining us live, but that's okay. I'm going to do it anyways. So I have a billion windows open as usual. So with the straight start, I noticed that if I don't start the chain with a larger hook and then go down, that mine pulls in. So it might just be my tension, but it might not be. So this one says G and this one says G plus, which is supposed to be bigger than a G, but the red one is clearly bigger. So I don't know. I don't know what size they actually are, but this one's bigger. So I'm going to start with this one. And I'm going to use the actual yarn from the pattern because I have tons left over. And I want you to see what it's like. So the the square start is nice for different reasons. It's a nice start and finish to the blanket for different reasons. Makes it easier to add an edge. You don't have to worry about increasing and decreasing and all the points and valleys. And it also helps you add a little half stripe of color because, folks, a lot of people don't realize this. The blanket ends on row 4. So it does have stripes of, rows where you work rows 2 to 7. But then at the end, you're supposed to work rows 3 and 4 again, 2, 3, and 4 again, because what happens is the double crochet rows, if you end on those rows, it splays out. And so your points, those double crochet rows are like rounded, like we don't even chain 3 in the points there and we don't decrease. So that last row 7 is like kind of winged out. And there was a lady in the group that when I posted that, she had posted this picture of her blanket, and at the top it was flared out because she ended on row 7. And she said, "My blanket has ears, and I don't know why, but I don't really care." It was a beautiful blanket. She said, "I don't know why it has these ears." Well, it's because she ended on row 7. So the problem is if you're going to do a stripe row 2 to 7 and then change color 2 to 7, 2 to 7, what do you do then when you get to the top and you only have a half stripe to go? So you have to plan ahead for that. And that with this adding the straight start on, I fixed it for you. Okay. If you do it the way I say, y'all won't want to do it the way I say. You'll want to come up with your own way to do everything, which sometimes drives me crazy. But then you all have great ideas, so all I can do is steal them. Okay, so let's set up. We're starting with a chain of 30. Okay, 30. Okay, another question that we're getting a lot now is Why does the regular swatch say to start with a chain of 30, but the resize video says 37? And the reason is because you have to increase to get to these chevrons. So this is 37 right here, and this is 30. And it works. So you can see where I had to chain there, and then I added more stitches in. So it absolutely works, but I see how it can be confusing. And you're thinking, okay, well, if I do 37 chains and it's this wide, and then I want to multiply by that many to get my, to figure out my width, how's that going to work if I only have 30? Well, whether you do a straight start or a chevron start, you still end up with the same width. So you can do it either way. You can do the regular swatch, 37 stitches, and measure it for width, or you can do 30, start with 30, practice the straight start and swatch, and then square off the top. This one has all the stripes. Oh, look, this one ends on row 7. This is what I was talking about before. Do you see that? See how it goes like that? That's what she was saying. Her blanket had ears because it went like that at the top. It's not that noticeable on your swatch, but it's noticeable if I had 12 points, and they're all splaying out, then it is noticeable that this top edge is going to be a different shape than the bottom edge, but we fix it with this. Okay, so we chain 30, and if you're resizing or changing sizes, the multiple is 13 plus 4, and then we single crochet across. And you want the straight start rows and the square off rows to match. You want it to be your first stripe color, and then plan your stripes so that however many colors you're using, you make all those stripes, and in your sequence you land on the first one again. And then we're going to square off with that color. And you're not going to notice that you basically have an extra row of granny stitches, but you're not going to notice it. And it's not going to bother you as much as those ears, if your blanket ends up with ears. It's not wrong to have ears on your blanket. Some of us have been crocheting a really long time, and as you crochet more and more, you find yourself paying attention to more detail. And somebody made a comment on one of the videos today, like this pattern has evolved. And it has evolved. Okay. Okay, and then when you get to the end of your single crochet row, if you started with a larger hook than you're planning to use, just bring in your smaller hook. And then we're going to turn. Okay, and the pattern says, from this point forward, unless stated otherwise, start your first stitch in the stitch below the turning chain. So I don't know if that's really technically correct or not, but that's what we're going to do in this pattern. And before I knew the pattern was so popular, I would get a lot of emails asking this question. Do I count the one in the do I count the first one or don't I count the first one? Because I'm off by one, and I would be like, I don't know, who's making this blanket? What? I had no idea the blanket was popular. Okay, so here we go. Set up row 1, chain 1. Did I do that already? No. Chain 1, 5 single crochet, 6 half double crochet. Seven single crochet. So I had to change this because people were getting confused by the 5. So it's 5 double crochet on 5 single crochet on each end and 7 in the middle. So when a pattern says repeat from whatever to the last 5 stitches, when you get to the last 5 stitches, you stop. It doesn't mean you have to repeat the whole sequence. If it wants you to repeat the whole sequence, it usually will have parentheses around it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 5? 6. And then 5 single crochet to the end of row 2. Set up row 2. So straight start, set up row 2. And I guarantee that if this were a more complicated instruction and a more complicated sequence, that people wouldn't be as confused. Because when something's pretty simple, we tend to overthink. And that's more often than not when people are like confused about the pattern. It's because they think it's harder than it really is. I try to keep it as simple as I can. Okay, so we're starting to form the peaks with 6 half double crochet, and then we have 7 single crochet in the middle. So it's 5, 6, 7, 6, and then you'll repeat 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6 until you have 5 left, and then 5 single crochet. Okay, row 3. Chain 1. Am I on row 3? Yes, 3 single crochet. So we're going to start in that first one. 1, 2, 3. 3 half double crochet. 1, 2, 3. 2 double crochet. 1, 2. Chain 2. 2 double crochet. 3 half double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Single crochet. Slip stitch. Single crochet. Repeat from the start to the last 3 stitches. 3 single crochet. Okay, so 3 half double crochet, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, three half double crochet, okay, and now I only have 3 stitches left. So there's more to this sequence. The rest of the sequence is single crochet, slip stitch, single crochet, but obviously I'm not going to do that. I only have 3 left. So it says repeat to the last 3 stitches. So I'm here, 3 single crochet. 1, 2, 3. Lay it down and admire it. Give you a chance to look it over so you can make sure yours looks just like mine. Can spot any mistakes. This is why we lay it down at the end of every row and admire it, and it gives you a chance to look it over. And also, people are so hard on themselves. So I want you to like really admire it, like look at it and be like, oh wow, like it's very, what I like about this is very neat and tidy. And I'm not like a super neat and tidy person, but there's just something very satisfying about this neat and tidy little starting edge that fits into the chevron. Okay, set up row 4, chain 1, 3 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 3 half double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 2 double crochet, 1, 2. In the chain space, we're going to do a 1, 1, 1, 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet. And you know, I think I actually chained 2 there, and I think I might have put chain 2 in the chart. Let me see. Try it both ways and see what you like. Yeah, I put chain 2 in the chart. I'm still tweaking things, folks. Okay, I'm going to do chain 2 because I think that's what I'm doing now. You can do chain 1 or chain 2. Double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 half double crochet, single crochet, slip stitch, and you should be slip stitching into the same slip stitch as before. So if you're not, go back and check your work. Single crochet, and then 3 half doubles, two double crochet, one, 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 or 1, 2, 1 into the space. I like 2. 2 double crochet, three half double crochet, okay, and you repeat to the last 3 stitches and of the row, and I have 3 left, so I'm going to cut off this previous sequence that I was doing. I don't have to finish that. I'm going to do what it tells me to do. 1, 2, 3 on the last 3 stitches, which is 3 single crochet. Oh, hey, Teresa. I'm just checking the YouTube. Hey, Teresa. I don't know if you're still here. It's been really quiet. And Susan, hello. Pauline Graham, thank you so much. Okay, set up row 5. There we go. I want to be able to see my hands, and if I go off camera, somebody stop me. Chain 1, single crochet, and now you have to skip 1. So now the edge is going to start slanting in like the 6-day kid blanket. Skip 1, 7 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 single crochet in the chain space. 1, 2, 3, 7 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you're going to skip over the slip stitch and single crochet 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 single crochet in the space. 2, 3, okay, and then it says repeat from the start to the last 8 stitches, and then when you get there, that's here, it's the last peak, make 7 single crochet, skip 1, and then make your last single crochet in the last stitch. So those are your straight start rows. And now you're set up for row 2 of the 6-day kid blanket. So this pattern is half snowflake. So half snowflake goes from 2, the color repeats go from 2 to 7. So this would be, this last row here, this setup row 5, would have taken the place of row 1, the chain, and row 1 of the regular 6-day kid blanket. Okay, do I have that? Right, so if I were not doing a straight start, this would have been my row 1. So if you're doing the half snowflake and you are not starting, you're not doing a straight start, then you should be doing row 1 in a different color than row 2. I'm just saying, if you want to really be a purist about it. So I would be changing to my color B right here. So I'm just going to pull this out, and I'm actually going to stop here for today. I'm just going to let this be a video all by itself. And tomorrow I'm probably going to maybe work the swatch. We'll see. I could work the swatch on a live and then work the straight start. I want to have kind of like just a standalone video to be able to give to people and just say here, because I know I have a lot of content that's like all over the place, and when somebody's looking for something, it's like, where is it? And I know it's here, but where the heck is it? And things are just kind of all over the place. But I want to just have this for people. This is your straight start. So everybody can go and practice this and start this much. And I'll come back later tonight or maybe tomorrow and swatch a little bit more. And we're not going to need to do the top until you know, the end of the challenge. So I'll just leave this here. And hey, Lorraine, good to see you. And I'm just about to sign off, girl. You just came on right at the last second. I'll leave this here, and I look forward to seeing everyone at the challenge on Monday doing the new pattern or whatever pattern your whatever 6-day pattern you're working on right now. If you are not ready to do the new one, just pop on with whatever you're working on. Crochet with us for every day, a little while every day for 6 days, and post a progress photo every day and a collage photo at the end. And we'll draw a name, and we're gonna make the lovey this time too, so it should be really fun. All right, let me play my music. There you go. I do this every time. Oh, heck.